Huh. I wonder how intro segues work. I'll figure it out one day. Hello Internet and welcome to another episode of Because I Can. It's your boy Skinny P here with an episode going on to Metal Amino. You can actually see that this is my phone because, well, this is the internet and people don't believe anything anymore. So let's get into Metal Amino. If you guys don't know what Metal Amino is, it is a app for metalheads. It's a very large metal community. I've actually done a lot of bands that I really like through this app. Thrash bands, black metal bands, all kinds of stuff. So let's just get into it. Let's see what's going on in the polls. Limp Bizkit. I don't even have to say the answer I think of.
Limp Bizkit sucks.
Just refer back to my other episode where I literally panned cameras and said, please don't release an album. Nope. Which music format do I like? Physical copy or digital copy? That's kind of a hard one because I like the feeling of having a CD or something in my hand, but I also like the convenience of digital format, stuff like Spotify. Spotify's all I use because I don't have an Apple product. Apple. If I had to say, I'd say physical copy because the aesthetic is nice. Which one do I like better, Metallica or Megadeth? I'm gonna be a fanboy here and say Metallica. It's the first metal band I really got into. Metalhead culture is cringy as I do like the next line of that. I don't get why people are so obsessed with the concept of a true metalhead. I can kind of agree. I'm really indifferent about like that statement. I can kind of agree. Messed up YouTube links. Is everyone else? This is a big thing that's been happening. I've been reading some of my old posts on Metal Amino. A lot of YouTube links are getting messed up. Hopefully that actually gets to the devs about that. Which band is better? Just gonna move on. Pick a power metal band out of these. I know none of these. The only power metal band I really know is Camelot. Shout out to my buddy Steve who actually introduced me to them. What type of metalhead are you? Short hair, the core music, long hair, which is every other thing, or a closet metalhead? I've got pretty long hair. I'm gonna have to go with that long hair into the other category, which is all the other metalheads apparently. Who knew? Ooh, which one? Ailstorm or Glory Hammer? Ailstorm. Definitely Ailstorm. How many metal concerts have you been to? 4+. I've been to several concerts. Been to festivals, concerts, all kinds of Funniest metalhead on YouTube. Stevie T, Jared Dines, Austin Dickey, or other. I'm gonna have to go with Jared. Just as like watching Stevie every once in a while kind of gives me like this headachy feeling. I don't know. Favorite guitar solo ingredient. Lots of tapping, whammy and pinching, sweep picking, slow and melodic, or who needs guitar? Okay, guitar solos. They're great. I'm a guitarist. Love them. So, not the last one, that's for sure. I'm gonna have to go with kind of slow and melodic. I like having feeling in my guitar solos personally, and I love solos that get all that emotion, get all that zazz. I think that's the word I'm looking for, but ooh, hard level Ozzy or Dio. I gotta give it to my man Dio. respect the Dio. I know none of these bands. Favorite deathcore band? Chelsea Grin, Whitechapel, Thyroid is Murder, Oceano, or Suicide Silence. I'm giving it to Whitechapel for me. Just because This Is Exile was the first deathcore album I got into. Everything else to me at the time was but I slowly got into more, and obviously I like Chelsea Grin, I love Thyroid is Murder, I love Oceano, love Suicide Silence. Whitechapel wins. Phil Bozeman, you are a brutal beast. Metalheads are all Satanist, in part Satanist. What the f? Metalheads are great. Only black metal is Satanist. All dangerous. We are all a little dangerous. Oh my god, the big four thing again. Okay, if you ever get on Metal Amino and you start seeing these polls, a lot of them are big four votes, which gets real f***ing annoying. Yes, I like deathcore. Who's most likely to become the next big deathcore band? I'm gonna go with Lorna Shore. I love Deviloof. I found Deviloof because of Jared Dines, actually, when he was doing a metal memes video, and somebody sent it to him apparently, and they were like, meme this, and he's like, I can't meme that, that's great, and I agree. Favorite genre? I know this is probably a fairly common question. You know, metalcore, deathcore, new metal, thrash metal, grindcore. Oh god. Out of those, I'm gonna have to go with thrash. Thrash is what started me as a metalhead, so. Which, deathcore, brutal deathcore, slamming deathcore. I'll just take the regular one. But thank you. Thank you for offering. Who's better, Infant Annihilator or The Devil Wears Prada? You're asking a really vague question here, buddy.
I know a ghost!
Like, define better. Musically, are we talking lyricism? Are we talking brutality? What are we talking about here? I don't play in drop. I don't like C-sharp tuning. So D standard or C standard? D standard. And I lost my place in the poll section. Great. There we go. But yeah, D standard has that better... What's the word I'm looking for here? Like that oomph without going too low as a standard tuning before you get into B standard. I would skip straight over C standard and go straight to B standard for that baritone. Ironically, if I look right over there, I've got a 6 and a 7 in B, so I can't even say anything. Best black metal band. Behemoth, Bathory, Behemoth. Metal ABCs. Really good bands. For what I like, I'm gonna go Death. Who is a true metalhead? Number 3. Let's see if I can find the other 2. Besides the one that's right there already. Yeah, I know, I saw it. I'm not blind. Do you have to totally dig metal screaming to be a true metalhead? I don't think you have to. A lot of metal bands just sing. They don't necessarily, they don't scream or really use gutturals or anything like that. There's a lot of them, so I don't think you have to. Do you have to be a tough, don't mess with me figure to be a true metalhead? Not really. Not really. And I'm glad the general consensus is the same, because that would be kind of ridiculous. Who's a true metalhead? Number 1. Never want to be in a mosh pit. Does that make me not a true metalhead? It doesn't really matter, as long as you go enjoy the show, enjoy the music, respect others. You don't want to get in the pit, that's fine. I'm really glad the general consensus of Metal Amino is actually, like, smart. It's not just, oh, you're not true, this, that, bah. Which album by Iron Maiden? Out of those 3, I'm going Seventh Son. If you're thinking about doing album reviews, I'd like to see a review of The Cleansing, actually. Ooh, the number of the beast or screaming for vengeance. Ooh. The first song I ever heard was for Iron Maiden was the number of the beast, so sorry. Thrash metal, what are your thoughts? Some of it is okay. Granted, I got started on thrash, but a lot of thrash can get really oversaturated quickly. Easily out of control. Master of Puppets or Holy Wars? Wait, are you trying to make a Thyroid is Murder comparison of Puppet Master versus Holy Wars? Or are you trying to compare Metallica to Thyroid is Murder? Either way, I think we've got problems. If you mean Metallica, that's why I'm voting for Master of Puppets. In terms of what is cooler, I'm assuming that meant shape is better from ESP. I like the EC. I cannot play a V shape comfortably, personally. It might have to do with the fact that I'm not really that tall. So, favorite Swedish black metal band, Dissection. Definitely. Big four of Canadian thrash. No, none of these bands. Subgenre of metalcore, Bullet. Swedish metal band, Opeth. Definitely Opeth out of that. There's a lot of these ones, the Swedish metal band ones. Monomarth. I see one I know. Unleashed Your Grave, don't know them. Entombed. Did it again. As I scroll through the valley of the shadow of death. We are back. New bass to learn on. Hi guys, I've been learning bass for a few months now, and I borrowed my guitar off one of my classmates. A touring band smoothed this back. I was wondering what bass you guys think you should get out of the ones I'm looking at. Any more recommendations that are not too expensive? Ibanez in this case. Like out of what you've got in the 3-part list, Ibanez. Oh, ranking Ghost albums. 1OLZ 1DO. I don't know. Eliora. For sure. If you could delete one metal YouTube channel. Oh, wow. Well, I don't even know who... Well, actually, I have seen Punk Rock NBA, but... Probably the most annoying one to ever come up on my feed is Loudwire. I'm not gonna vote, but you can make some assumptions at this point. You could only play one instrument. Ooh, this is a really interesting one. I'm a multi-instrumentalist, so this is hard to look at. Yeah, I figured that's what the question was. I'm gonna have to say other, and I'm gonna stick to my piano roots at that point, if I had to only play one. Because pianos are honestly very versatile. Random Poll Post. Number 7, maybe? Is it number 7? Is it really? Is it really? Stoner, Doom, Power, Folk, Power. Canadian metal. Still don't know any of them. Still don't know any of them. No. Greatest progressive metal band. Oh, I have to either give this to Dream Theater or Tool. Nothing against Opeth. Nothing against Symphony X or Mastodon. But the innovation that Tool and Dream Theater have put out, honestly, I gotta give it to Tool. Sorry. Most annoying type of metalhead. The elitist. The old-timer. The noob. The iTunes Top 100 only, or the hipster. Honestly, I have more pleasant conversations with the hipster metalheads that, like, introduce me to really bomb-ass bands. The elitists piss me off. Oops. And I read an article actually on here years ago that somebody was trying to say that elitism doesn't exist in metal, and that's a lie. It is everywhere in the genre. It's so true. Sad, but true. What is the most annoying thing on this amino? Definitely big 4 poles. Metal advice. Alright. I'll read this. She's scared she's gonna get raped, murdered, robbed, etc. A freak at metal shows. What's the best way to show her people take care of each other at metal shows? I would start with watching concerts on YouTube. Like, have her see that, you know, metal is not what seems to be the stereotype that most people hold to it, that people actually have etiquette. I have personally seen that metalhead etiquette, mosh pit etiquette, all that shit. People back each other up more than anybody realizes in metal. It's pretty outstanding. Favorite type of scream? Probably either standard lows or mid-level. I'm gonna go with standard lows. That's kind of what I like to do. New metal. Thoughts? It really depends on the band. It depends on what they're doing exactly that's making it new metal. Otherwise, Worst metal band. Bring Me the Horizon. Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit still sucks.
Alright, we're gonna end with this one. Favorite subgenre. Regular heavy metal. Power metal. Thrash. New metal. Other. Lately, I've been feeling a lot of power metal or symphonic metal. So I'm going to say other and say symphonic. Because symphonic has been, like, what I've been on lately. Alright, that's all I got time for today, guys. You've been watching Tourniquet Productions, and you know why we did all this? Because I can. Keep up to date for new music, new content coming out. We're going to have a new episode of Random Insanity coming out really soon. Nick King's going to be releasing some stuff. Hell's Rebound's in the studio. Keep posted. Go check out the Metal Amino app if you're interested in the community. And as always, stay metal.